Hello and welcome to the 2011 TurboSilers.com F1 League Italian Grand Prix, the first race of the 2011 season. We are live from the Aprica Circuit to cover the race on Silers TV. I'm James Tucker. Joining me in the booth is Xander Zock from Estonia and Tom Sims from Britain. Looking forward to 46 laps of racing today?
Yeah, it's going to be a good race, good circuit. Not sure who's going to win. Looks like a, good race.
Yeah, hello from me as well, and I think the race is going to be awesome. The new tower features should be very interesting to see how drivers work out whether they are going to use 1, 2, or 3 stops. So the circuit is great and offers some very good overtaking opportunities. So we shall see what the race will bring us.
Yeah, we got a long straight down from turn 2 all the way down to turn 3 into a tight chicane there, and then we've also got a long straight on the back stretch. So those should really open it up for overtaking opportunities in the race. So let's move on to the track guide. This 12-turn counterclockwise circuit in Aprica, northern Italy, should make for a great race today. We've got the 1-2 turns linked together into a very long straight into a slow chicane at 3 and 4, followed by a sweep in turn 5 into a slightly faster chicane at 6 and 7. Then a long backstretch, a kink at turn 8 into another double Bowflex corner with 9 and 10 into 2 flat-out corners at 11 and 12. Pit exit could be a danger spot today. As you see here, you can run wide on cold tyres, very possible. Instead, here's how you're supposed to do it. A perfect exit onto the long straight. The chicane will be the main overtaking spot in the race. Heavy braking for the first part of the chicane can either cut the sand as shown there, or if you want to save your tyres a bit more in a different way, just use the curb. It's slightly slower, but your tyres will be saved during the race. That then links to a long sweep in turn 5 into a fast chicane at turn 6, hook up both the apexes, stay flat through turn 7 for a long back stretch. Flat out through the little kink at turn 8, a small amount of brakes into turn 9 and heavy braking for turn 10, into 11 and 12, which are both flat out corners but could make for some overtaking. You've got to aim to get a good run off the final corner into turn 1, which could be a spot to try and set up a move. Turn 1 and 2 link together. Getting a good exit from turn 1 is essential for a good entry to turn 2. Pit lane entry could also be a spot for trouble. As you come in, you have to be hard on the brakes as you turn before the pit lane limiter actually starts after the turn. Here's a demonstration of what could happen if you get it wrong. Carry too much speed on the exit and went wide on the grass. It's also possible if you just go straight in to go into the sand and hit the wall. You could see that in tomorrow's race. Thank you for watching the track guide. Here's the starting grid for today's race. Taney gets a great pole position, 25% fuel, 32.659. The next fastest car, Lands from Italy, is almost half a second slower, but he does have 10% more fuel. That could play into strategy. Mr. Palmer with an excellent third position from Brazil. He's 4 tenths off Taney 2. Then there's Etmil from Estonia with 32% fuel. Then Dede from Italy. He's 6 tenths off, nearly 7, 26% fuel, a very poor qualifying effort by his standards. Pingu starts alongside him, he's 7 tenths off, 32% fuel, that's a really good qualifying from him. Lux in 6th and Mike Nike in 8th, not particularly characteristic of Mike there, but he'll start with a high fuel load. Popo also with a high fuel load. We've got all these cars all 9 tenths back, of which Shy Guy, Lex, Dell, Tyler and Matic all in 9 tenths. Dell also has a very high fuel load, starting in 12th, and we've got Jaycock starting 15th. He's the first one over a second back. He has quite a high fuel load at 48%. Kiki Riki in 16th, 21%. Perhaps he can move up the field in the early laps. Arjun starting 1.2 seconds behind. He's got 28% fuel to start the race with. Ethan for the new team Morons has 46% fuel. Dropping up the back of the grid, Zeal from Estonia, 43% fuel, and Whiplash from Bosnia, 37% fuel. And the cars are sitting on the grid, waiting for the free lights to go out. And we're away in Italy. Tisney gets a good start. Lands coming through from second, and Tisney runs slightly wide, and Lands takes the lead. It's Lands and Tisney from Pom, from Etmil, and they're all breaking down for the turn 3 chicane. Tisney's gone wide, and Lands is slightly on the grass. He's going to come under attack from Pom here as we go through this fast chicane. It's Lands, and Pom's got to run, and
Dady's got to run on.
Pom tries to come through on the inside.
Oh, Dady, he's moved up, but he's gone into the gravel.
Then he goes onto the grass and he's making up some decisions there.
They're all, oh look at Popo going wide, they're all in a hornet's nest here. As we finish lap 1, it's Lands from Tisney, from Etmil, from Dede. And oh look, there's Mr. Pom running wide, and this is going to get very crowded. Pingu's on the grass, Shy Guy's making a dive for the inside. And look at Shy Guy making up 3 positions there.
These 5 or 6 drivers in the hairpin.
Exciting start to the Italian Grand Prix.
Yeah, an intense first lap for everybody here. We can see there's
battle for first
Taney
place
is now Lance. Yeah.
It's Lance versus Taney for the lead. And Taney goes to the inside in turn 1, he takes the lead, and he runs wide. Lance takes it back. Exciting racing at the start here.
That's me coming back from chasing down from the hairpins and still not close enough.
So, oh, it looks like Taney's got another run at Lands here, down this long back straight. He goes to the outside. Great defence here from Lands. He's going to try and swap back to the inside, and he does it. He takes first place.
Good manoeuvre there
by Taney. So, as we begin at lap 4, Taney leads from Lands. Here's a battle for 5th between Didi and Shy Guy. So Shy Guy must have got ahead of Didi somewhere there. Got to remember the qualifying fuels. Didi has a slightly lower fuel than Shy Guy, I believe, so he should be faster in this early stage. He's probably going for a free-stop strategy, whereas Shy Guy's probably going for it too. And look at the way Shy Guy closes up to an under-braking, maybe trying to unsettle Didi. Only a tenth separates them. And Shy Guy run.
These guys seem to be very close on lap times right now. Very close battle there. Trying to make different lines there, but Shy Guy is still behind him. Still behind.
Looks like Shy Guy's slightly closer under the braking. Didi may be braking a bit early at this point. Here's the battle for second then. Taney's got away, but Etmil is right over the back of Lands now.
Yeah, he's got a good exit from the previous turn, and there's a battle between Shy Guy and
Dade's gone wide, so Shy Guy takes over 5th.
Yeah, Shy Guy's up to 5th, and Lands still trying to defend against Etmil. So after making a fantastic start and taking the lead out of turn 2, Lands is slowing up a bit now, but he's still in 2nd place, defending heavily against Etmil. Can't seem to find a way past.
Currently we're on lap 6, 46 laps altogether.
So, here's Lands. Doesn't really need to take the defensive line down the straight there, but Etmil's trying to get some clean air to the nose of his car to try and make a pass. Looks like Etmil got on the sand a bit there actually, and here's Mike Knight then. He's running in 4th behind those groups. And there's Shy Guy and Didi and Mr. Pom running in 7th. We start lap 7.
Got a bit of the sand there, Mike Knight.
Yeah, oh look at Shy Guy all over the back of him under the brakes, but maybe braking a bit late there, and braking himself a bit into that very tight turn 3 and 4 chicane. Now he takes the inside line to defend on the back straight.
Dede's closing up on him.
Yes, Dede made that mistake.
Trying to find a different line into the last corners of the circuit, but slightly just not finding the best position to overtake.
Oh, he goes to the outside.
Good side-by-side battle between these two guys.
Yeah, staying fair without much contact, and Shy Guy has the inside line for turn 3 and manages to keep that position. But you have to feel maybe building him up a little bit.
Dede seems to be on much fresher tyres right now.
Yeah.
Or is it just the turn exit speed that has him closing up?
It's probably the fuel though.
Anyway, here we are. It's Etmil chasing down Lance and being attacked by is it Mike Knight? Yeah.
That is Mike Knight. And he got a bit on the sand there, and Mike's going to breeze straight past him on the outside. Can he outbrake him?
Oh, he's gone into the barrier.
Yeah. He's in the barrier. He's lost 2 positions to Shy Guy and Didi. That's not good for him. He was just defending to the inside against Mike Knight, and he took too much of that sand. Here's Shy Guy then. He's actually pulled away from DD a little bit here. But it looks like DD's closing up again. He goes on the sand a bit too much in turn 1 and now he's wide.
They're side by side.
And Shy Guy's going to try and swap back to the inside. And
Too deep.
classic racing from DD. He waited him out and then swapped back to the inside. So here's the race leader, Tiny. Started from the pole, fell back on the first lap, but he's taking the lead now.
Yeah, it seems to have built quite a bit of cushion between the second place driver.
Yes, we've seen this time and time again. DD and Tiny just dominate this F1 league, and here's Pom coming in for the first pit stop of the day. He runs
going wide onto the sand.
Yeah.
Too much intake speed there.
Yeah, as we can see, battling on the.
And refuels for just about how much?
Only half a tank of fuel.
47. So he comes out.
Seems to be a 42% or something.
Yeah, he comes out quite a way down. So at this early stage, but he'll have new tyres. Perhaps he's probably almost certainly going for a pre-stop strategy.
And here we are on lap 11.
There's Tony taking the lead of this race, commanding lead so far. 1.943 seconds to land in second. So he's not pulling away massively, but he is pulling away a bit. He does have a lower fuel load than Lance, so maybe Lance can use that to his advantage if he can stay within a reasonable gap. We've just seen it so many times. Lance and
coming in. Oh, and he's also caught the
sand there on the exit. Yeah, that's poor from him. Poor work.
So he's probably going to hope
for a quick stop. Seems to be a problem for a lot of these drivers. The pit entries.
Day's also coming in.
Taney goes out.
Oh, and
followed closely by Taney. Oh,
just about got out in front of him. He's behind Popo now, so quite a way back. And that's 6th place.
So with Taney going in, it means that Land now has the lead.
It does. Here's DD then behind Pingu, who is yet to stop. And looks like Pingu actually let him pass there, which is kind of him. I guess he doesn't want to hold up his own race by battling someone who's one pit stop essentially ahead of him. And Popo.
Good overtake by Taney.
Yeah. Nicely clean. Nicely clean there.
They've just got much fresher tyres than those other cars because they've just made a pit stop and they haven't since the start of the race. So
Didi's got to work his way up the field.
Yeah, here's Dele making his way past Popo too. A good clean pass, Popo not letting himself be held up. So it's Lance from Mike, from Shy Guy, from Etmil here, who's been running in 4th. Solid race so far for him after that mistake earlier while defending against Mike. I wonder if he can make his way back, perhaps for a podium finish. So anyway, we'll take a break from the F1 League. See you for part 2.